Welcome to our AP Statistics Response Bias project. Our experiment investigates whether question wording affects how students report their daily phone use. We use this topic because screen time is something most teenagers relate to, and it's easy to measure in categories. Our main question was, does a leading question cause students to report different screen time than a neutral question? Our hypothesis was that if the question implied that most teenagers already spend a lot of time on their phones, then people would be more likely to report higher usage. We expected that a leading question would bias the responses upward compared to a neutral question. To collect our data, we began by gathering emails from students in our classes, clubs, and friend groups. We collected a total of 79 emails. Then we numbered all emails from 1 to 79 in a spreadsheet and used a random number generator to assign participants into Group A and Group B with no repeats. This step ensured that each subject had an equal chance of being replaced in either treatment, which reduced selection bias. Group A received a neutral question, and Group B received a leading version. Both surveys were anonymous, had identical answer choices, and used the same color and layout designed to control confounding variables. When we sent each survey separately, we used BCC to protect privacy and prevent subjects from seeing who else received the survey. Out of 79 students emailed, we received 41 total responses, 23 from Group A and 18 from Group B. Although not everyone responded, we still had enough data to compare both treatment groups. Our two questions consisted of, most teens use their phones on average for 4+ hours each day. On average, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone? The second question was, on average, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone?
Hey Lydia.
Hey Brianna.
Could you take 30 seconds to check your email and fill out my AP Stats quiz?
Yeah, of course.
It only takes 30 seconds. Hey Vanessa, could you take 30 seconds out of your day to fill my AP Stats survey? Please check your email. It only takes 30 seconds. Hey Josie, what are you doing?
Checking my email.
Oh, cool. Can you please do my AP Stats survey?
Sure.
It only takes 30 seconds.
Here's our two-way frequency table showing how many students in each group selected each screen time category. This helps us see the raw counts before making any comparisons. To make comparisons fair, we converted all counts to percentages because Group A had 23 responses and Group B had 18. When comparing categorical survey data, percentages are more accurate than totals. The bar graph shows a clear comparison between the two treatment groups. Group A, which received the neutral question, had a wider spread of responses, including the highest category, 10+ hours. Group B, which received the leading wording, had responses that clustered more tightly in the middle ranges, especially 1 to 6 hours. This indicates that wording influenced how students reported their screen time. When looking closely at the percentages, Group A reported 13% in the 10+ hour category, while Group B reported 0%. Group B also reported slightly higher percentages in the 1 to 6 hour ranges. The leading question appears to have nudged students towards the idea that the normal amount of screen time is around 1 to 6 hours per day. Even though both questions asked the same thing, the wording caused the distribution of answers to shift. Overall, question wording clearly affected reported screen time. Students who received the leading question were less likely to choose extreme answers and more likely to choose the middle categories. Our results support our hypothesis that leading word introduces response bias. Participants reached to the wording and changed how they reported their own behavior. There were several limitations in our study. First, we experienced non-response bias since not every student completed the survey. Students who chose not to respond might have different screen time patterns than students who did respond. Another limitation is that screen time is self-reported, which means students estimated their hours and estimates are not perfectly accurate. Some students may round up or down without checking their actual phone data. In future experiments, we would improve our sample size, send more reminders to reduce non-response, and possibly collect data in a setting where we can verify actual screen time rather than self-reports. We could also test multiple different wordings or compare anonymous versus non-anonymous formats. This experiment demonstrates how easily survey wording can influence responses, even when the subject stays the same. Thank you for watching our AP Statistics Response Bias project.